Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. Are you in the camera?
I don't even know.
You set the camera up. That's dangerous.
Exactly. I'm sure.
I'm Fred. This is Kevin, and it's Mindset Monday.
Yeah, it is. Favorite day of the week.
So if you missed the last two mindsets, you should pause this one and go back because we've been getting some pretty good reviews, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, even if we didn't get good reviews, these videos are super important to me. And
yeah, we don't really care what you guys have to say, but for those of you that like it, we're very interested in what you're saying.
He's kidding. Not really. He's not. Trust me. But no, seriously. At the end of the day, these are really important topics to you and I.
Yeah.
I mean, we've taken our business and said we're going to apply these things in our life.
And
that's
so,
what I'm saying, in our life.
So today's topic actually has to do around business and life and everything else that you juggle, and it's the lie that we all should be pursuing a balanced life.
Yeah, that's such a lie. That life is about balance. You can't be in balance all the time. That's impossible. No. It's literally impossible. I mean,
well, first of all, these all come from Gary Keller, who we respect a lot. But you go even to a scientific level, and you look at like the way our world works, and nothing's in balance. The freaking universe is always shifting, but it's not in perfect 365 days a year like we all want. Nothing's mathematically equivalent, but everybody wants their life to look like 8 hours a day on the job, 8 hours with my family, and 8 hours of sleep, and I'm a perfect robot.
I love when I hear people, I just want more balance.
Yeah.
It's not balance that you're looking for. It's really not, because balance in and of itself, number one, even if you had it, I think would be boring.
Yeah.
First of all, but it's impossible to obtain. Okay, but what you're really looking for is counterbalance.
Correct.
You're looking for, hey, sometimes you spend more time at work, sometimes you get to spend some time away from work, but you can't just have it equal all the time.
Now, we're not saying go out there and have recess 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're also not saying work your tail off 20 hours a day, 6 days a week or whatever. What we're coming to today is just to say this, that a life of counterbalance is actually what you're looking for.
Yeah.
As Kevin mentioned, you might be heavy over here in business because you're working on a project, but then you also in your calendar have a 2-week vacation blocked out every year in the middle of your summer and another 5 weeks over here and over here, because you know that, it doesn't all ebb and flow at the exact same amount of time, but if you look at your whole life, you'll find moments where you've counterbalanced. Some people leave jobs because they were so into their job that the only way to balance, or what I'll call counterbalance, was to literally quit the job because they were so out of whack.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's the thing, is you can go out of balance, and in fact, you're going to go out of balance.
Yes.
Pretty much always. You'll always be out of balance. But the real trick in counterbalance is knowing when to go back to the other side. So if you've been working to the grindstone 50 hours a week for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, dude, you need a break. Take a few minutes off. Like, take a week off. Take a 4 or 5 day vacation or 3 or 4 day weekend at a minimum. You've got to know when to go to the other side so you don't get so far on the side of, oh my gosh, the only way to get out of this is to quit.
Yep.
How many people do we know just give up on things because they're so far into it they never counterbalance the other side?
Yeah, so if you're looking for some good questions to ask yourself, it's not what do I need to do to balance, but it's how far am I willing to go kind of out of alignment or really intense over here before I need to bring it back. Does that make sense? And if you've been out here for 5 and 10 years, we got a problem, okay? But if you've been out here for a month because you're working on this really awesome project in your real estate business that you're launching in January, but you've got a ton of time blocked out in December that you're taking off and you're gonna chill and relax, good for you, okay? Yeah. Because intensity and focus and intention on one thing is really important, and that's kind of the problem with balance, is that if you're trying to be intense and focused on a bunch of different things at one time and hope they all balance out, what you'll find is that it's really not gonna happen very well. And I love Gary Keller. I believe in this one he uses the example of like the ballerina, right? Where they're literally counterbalancing, like they're not they appear to you like they're just like this amazing athlete, if you will, on the stage that's sitting there like on their little tippy toe, perfectly balanced, but they're really not. It's actually a bunch of counterbalance movements going on.
Yeah, but I mean, that's high level scientific stuff right there.
Well, yeah, that's beyond. I don't study ballerinas, so I don't really know how to explain that any better.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to just challenge you, because it's that time of year, that if you're not to go so far on the other side either. So you and I will typically fall into let's overwork, if you will, and then we're both really good about being on vacation. When it's time to be on vacation, freaking be on vacation. Don't be at work. Be present in your time off and in your counterbalance, right? Going back to the other side. Well, it's that time of year where a lot of people go just too far to that one side for too long. So I'm gonna challenge you. Just like when you're working too hard, you've got to have some balance on the other side. Just because it's the end of the year doesn't mean you can go, oh, hey, I'm just going to pack it in for 2 months, unless you plan that ahead of time.
Yeah.
And if you plan that ahead of time and your business is set up accordingly, your income is set up accordingly, absolutely good for you. But don't just let it be, just watch yourself, because the whole thing about counterbalance is you have to know when to go back to the other side. You have to be able to tell yourself, here's my limit. Go to the other side. Whatever the other side is, you've got to know when to stop and go that direction.
I'm going to address one other thing. I think that sometimes this pursuit of balance is actually a lie we tell ourselves because we're seriously just unhappy and we don't know how to fix it.
Yes.
And I really think that if you're a person or you hear people saying, well, I just need more balance, I think it's just it's a state of being to stay in where you're never happy because you're always out looking for that balance rather than being in the now moment and just appreciating the present. You're always looking in the past going, oh, if I'd only done it this way, if I'd studied less in school and played a little bit more, if I'd played a lot less and studied more, it would have been better. Or, if I had more time with my kids, my life would be better. Value the time that you do have, start there, rather than always looking for this quote-unquote balance, because I think it's just another lie, if you will, wrapped in unhappiness.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think that's really at the base of this lie.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that's all I got for you for today. I hope at some level that did something for you and your business. Hope you guys have been enjoying the emails we've been sending. If you're not on our mailing list, you should sign up because it's free. We don't blast you with a bunch of emails, but Kevin's making an effort to share his heart once a week with you.
Wow,
it's very touching. I get touched when I read it. I shed a tear the other day. I have to edit it for grammatical errors, but outside of that, it touches my heart.
Is that why you
I do cry because your grammar's really bad, but I love it. So hey, get on our mailing list. We've got some exciting announcements coming up as well. And hey, we're honestly booking some dates. We've got a few classes in motion that we're working on for maybe late December, but probably January, February-ish. So if you're interested in bringing us out to your area, rally a group of agents, rally your broker in your office, rally some people for us to get behind the class. We don't want to put it all on you, but we'd love to come if there's a good contingent of 5-10 of you that are going to go out there and spread the word in your office and stuff like that. We'd love to come visit you and teach Short Sales Gone Wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to bring Short Sales Gone Wild to more cities. So.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
All right, this episode was kind of long, but I hope you enjoyed it. We'll balance it out on Wednesday. 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour!
Crush it.
Freaking lie.
Crush the